Namaste children, welcome back to another session of our chapter Rocks and Minerals. So in our earlier class, in the first class, we came to know that the earth, the sand and the soil part that is present on the earth, it is made with rocks, and that rocks are made with your minerals. So what are these minerals? Minerals are nothing but the non-living things that are made naturally, and those minerals are of different uses. In our day to day life, we are using the minerals in various purposes and various places. So the soil part on which we are walking, by which the terrestrial zone of the earth it is made, it is truly made with the rocks. When you will observe, when you will take a fist of soil or a sand and observe that under microscope, you will find some small granules of the rocks. So now such rocks, okay, when the means when we came to know about the top layers of the soil, we came to know that at the earth crust region you are having the big rocks which we are saying as a bed rocks. So now the rocks with what materials that are made up of, means rocks are made with the materials that are called your minerals, and minerals are of different uses in our day to day life, which are formed naturally, and these are the non-living things that are formed by the nature and that are useful to us in so many different ways. So that rocks, when you will observe these rocks, by the way of their formation, because rocks are formed by different ways, so by the way of their formation, these rocks, we started categorizing them into three different groups. So here you can see different colored and different shaped rocks are available. Based on this, you can say that different types of rocks are present in the nature. So how you are classifying that rocks? How you are saying that these are different types of rocks? So rocks are of three different types that are based on the formation way. The rocks are differentiated into three different types based on their formation. So the first and foremost rock, we are calling it as a igneous rocks. The first and foremost rocks, we are saying them as igneous rocks. So these rocks are formed when the cooling of lava is done. So what is this lava? Lava, it is nothing but a molten liquid that is coming out by the volcanic eruption, and it is flowing on the surface of the water. So when that molten liquid it is present inside the volcano, inside the or near the earth crust region, or it is present inside the ocean bed region, such a molten rock we are saying as a magma. Means when the liquid, hot molten liquid or hot molten rock, when it is present inside the earth or inside the ocean bed regions or anywhere, it is available anywhere, under the mountains, under the oceans, under the flat earth surfaces, volcanics, anywhere or everywhere it is present, the hot molten liquid or the rock we are calling as a magma. magma, magma. Okay, so now this magma, because of the pressure, because it's a liquid, we are saying it's moving continuously, or by the side rocks pressure, the pressure that is created by the adjacent rocks to this magma, a lot of pressure that increases in it. Due to that pressure, now this magma, it will apply a lot of pressure and come out from the underground to surface, that we are calling as a eruption. So when the volcanoes, they will erupt. How they will erupt? Because of the pressure that is created by the magma, and magma is getting pressure by the adjacent rocks that are present near to it. Those adjacent rocks, because they will break down, or they will become into granules, or the water that is present in that adjacent rocks, if it is dried, cracks will form. So because all of these natural actions, the rocks will start creating a pressure on magma, and now such a magma, it will erupt out from the volcanoes and starts flowing on the surface of the earth. Now such a liquid we are calling as a lava. The liquid that is flowing on the earth's surface, which is coming from the eruption of volcanoes, it's called your lava. So now this lava, like you can observe here, children, you can notice here with a lot of pressure. Now the magma that is present or stored inside the volcano, it is erupting out. So when such a magma, when it is erupting out and coming to the earth surface, we are calling it as a lava. What we are calling? We are calling it as a lava. So now this lava means that magma, when it is flowing on the surface of the earth, then it is called as lava. But the same molten rock, if it is present inside the earth surface, then we are calling it as a magma. Identify the two differences, what's a magma and what's lava. Understand? So now such a magma, when it is flowing, you even can see here the magma. Yes, you can see here it is flowing from the upper to lower areas. So when the magma, it is flowing from upper to lower areas, after traveling or after moving some period, it will become cool and get solidified. Here you can see. Now by the solidification of this lava, some rocks are formed. Such rocks, we are saying them as a igneous rocks. By the solidification or by the cooling of lava, some small rock-like structures are formed, or big rock-like structures are formed. Such a rocks, we are calling it as an igneous rocks. So now these igneous rocks are also divided into some different types based on the cooling capacity of the lava. Sometimes lava cools up very fastly, sometimes it will cool up slowly, sometimes only the part, small whitish part that is present on the lava, that cools up. So based on the capacity of lava cooling, again these igneous rocks, they are further categorized into three different types. The first one is the igneous rocks that are formed by the cooling of the lava. That's called your igneous rocks. So now after these igneous rocks, when you will observe, the next category of rocks, we are calling it as a sedimentary rocks. The second category of rocks, which we are calling them as a sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks means those rocks which are formed by the combination of some pebbles, sand, clay, near the seashore or ocean shore areas. When these pebbles, sand, clay, mud, everything, when they are combined together, your sedimentary rocks, they are getting sedimented down, settling down all together. They are combining and settling down and giving a structure, a rock, or forming a rock. That's called your sedimentary rocks. And the third type of rocks, we are saying them as a metamorphic rocks. The third type of rocks, what we are calling it as a metamorphic rocks. So these metamorphic rocks are again formed with igneous rocks only. So when the igneous rock, because of the action of nature like water, wind, or some other temperature, now these are altering or changing their shape, or changing their structure and forming a shape, different rock shape, that is called your metamorphic rock. So these are formed, meta means many. When the igneous rocks are the sedimentary rocks, when they are undergoing so many changes and giving another rock structure, then we are saying it as a metamorphic rocks. Okay children, in our today's class, we came to know that the sand or the soil, it is made with rocks, and the rocks are made with minerals, which are the non-living things that are formed by the nature, which are helpful to us in our day-to-day life at various stages. And such a rocks, based on their formation method, they are mainly categorized into three different types. One is in igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. The igneous rocks are formed by the volcanic eruptions, when the magma is erupted out from the volcanoes and it is flowing on the surface as a lava. And when such a lava, it is cooling, igneous rocks will form. Second one is sedimentary rocks, where the pebbles, sand, clay, mud, all they are getting sedimented at the shore, seashore or the river shore or ocean shore areas. Then your sedimentary rocks will form. And the third one is metamorphic rocks, when these two igneous and sedimentary rocks, when they will undergo number of changes and totally alters their rock structure, then your metamorphic rocks will form. Okay children, in our next class we are going to learn about different types of igneous rocks and the minerals that are present in that igneous rocks and their uses. Okay children, thank you so much.